In the society, you will get many kinds of haters, many kinds of obstacles, many kinds of disbelievers. They will always disturb you, insult you. Okay. But don't focus too much to them. You have to go on your way. This is the positive strategy. And if you follow this kind of way, then you will get confidence and you will be able to go your destination. Okay.
Routine to move from a beginner to someone who can actually hold a long time conversations, which is you already did to become B2 speakers. What was the strategy? What have you done behind the scene?
It is a unique question for me. Okay. What was my activity to upgrade my level from A to B? Okay. So I can say that I used to speak for a long time. I don't care. Actually, I didn't care about my mistakes. And you have already told about it, and I totally agree with you. Okay. Don't worry about your mistakes. Mistake happens with everyone.
I'm also curious to know about that. What is the hardest part of English for you? Was the pronunciation, listening, or just feeling shy or feel obsessed by surrounding people's negative comments? And how did you overcome it? Like you said, you don't care, you're ignoring them. But many of listener who is learning, a beginner, they have facing the same problem. What would be the best advice to the beginners learners, please?
Okay, thank you very much for these questions. And your every question is very unique today to
Thank you.
me. And I think every kind of challenge is difficult, is hard, but not impossible. Pronunciation, listening, okay, every kind of challenge is very difficult, but not impossible. We have to remember it.
Assalamu alaikum, beautiful people. Peace be upon you all. We all talk, but how many of us speaks words that brings a big smile to someone else's face? We all share stories, but how many of us share story that create a positive impact on our society, on our community? Today we have a learner. Today we have a ambitious person who want to make himself to take to the next level. He learning spoken English by himself, and today he gonna share his journey to achieve the goal. Please welcome the learner who is beginner to intermediate level, Mr. Raju Ahmed. Mr. Raju Ahmed, welcome to AK Podcast.
Thank you very much for inviting me here. I'm very happy. Actually, I'm very glad and I'm very excited
Thank you. You're
to
welcome. You're
make a
welcome.
conversation with you.
All right. Okay, Mr. Raju, could you please introduce yourself first?
Okay. Thank you very much for giving me this chance. This is Mohammad Raju Ahmed. My nickname is Raju. So you can call me Raju as well. Okay. And already you have told to everyone that I am an English learner. And that's all for a short description for me.
You are a
Thank you
learner.
very
All
much.
right, that's good. Well done. And in professional, what you do in professional?
Okay. In professional, I am a teacher in a local school of our locality. It is a high school, okay? And if you ask me about my family background, then there are three members in my family: my wife, my one and only son, and me. Thank you very much.
Okay, what is the school name you teaching?
Okay. The name of my school is Podda High School. It stands beside the Podda River. That's why it is matching with the river.
All
And it
right.
is under the Rajshahi district.
Russia division. All right, that's great. And which subject are you teaching?
Okay. Actually, there is no special subject for teaching in high school level in our country, you know it. But I am teaching English to the
Mostly
students
you're
in our,
teaching English, and your favorite subject is English, right?
yeah, of course,
All
of
right,
course.
let's break down our show's purpose, so then the learner will get benefit out of your answer. All right. Okay. First of all, I
Oh,
would like to know that when you first started learning spoken English, what was the very first thing you did? Did you start with grammar books, or did you just start listening? What was the strategy to achieve your goal until you achieved that intermediate level from the beginning?
well, that is a very interesting question for me. It is also a common question for everyone. Okay, that's uh, actually I started my English journey in 2024, and if you ask me why, I had some English knowledge like vocabulary, like grammar points, okay, and some kinds of connectors. That means linking words. So I thought that I can improve my English and I can upgrade my English into the next level. That's why in 2024, I started my journey. And your second question is very interesting because it is about grammatical question. And you know, there are many people and there are many learners you will get all over the world. They have been suffering from grammatical structures and grammatical rules. Okay. So you know that English, you cannot confine English language with grammar. English is an open language. And if you focus on grammatical point, then it will be very difficult for you to express yourself according to grammatical structure. If you want to explain, if you want to express, and if you want to describe anything, then you have to just open your mouth and you have to express what do you know about English. Okay, so you know you cannot speak by remembering grammatical point every time, again and again, and it is a matter of practice. Okay, that's why I think that grammatical point is not a big issue. Okay, grammatical is not a big issue. Okay, if you want to speak in English, if you want to learn English, you need to practice on a regular basis. That's all.
That's all. All right. So, dear viewers and learners, this is very interesting part that we all think grammatical is big obstacles to reach our goal. But our teacher and as well as English learner, his personal experience saying that grammatical is not a big deal because when you start talking by your mouth, so grammatical will be automatically fixed. So don't worry about grammatical mistakes. Mistakes is your best friend. If you don't do mistakes, you're not gonna learn. So grammatical is not a big deal. All right. Thank you so very much, Mr. Raju. All right. Let's move on to the next questions. Since you have been speaking, it's been more than 5 to 10 minutes. So it's really impressed me. It's really impressed me. It has shows me that you have reached successfully, according to British rank, it's called level B2. What was the biggest change you made in your study routine to move from a beginner to someone who can actually hold a long time conversations, which is you already did to become B2 speakers? What was the strategy? What have you done behind the scene?
Okay, thank you very much. It is another very interesting question. and it is a unique question for me. Okay. Label, that means you ask me about the label. Okay. And every learner know about label. Duration is a fact. And you asked me about the level. So what was my activity to upgrade my level from A to B? Okay. So I can say that I used to speak for a long time. I don't care. Actually, I didn't care about my mistakes. And you have already told about it, and I totally agree with you. Okay. Don't worry about your mistakes. Mistake happens with everyone. If you focus on your mistakes too much, then you cannot grow properly. Okay. And you need to focus on your practice. Mistakes happen with everyone. And already you have told that mistakes is our company. It is a best friend of us. And I used to read a lot of books, write English stories, English poems, Shakespeare's, different kinds of novels. Not only this, but I used to read English newspapers like the Daily Star, the Bangladesh Observer, the Independence. And I speak for a long time, and I don't care what will people say. Who will say, what will say? I don't care. Just I speak for a long time. Okay. And you will be surprised to know that I arrange live session on a regular basis from my page. The duration of the live session from 40 minutes to 50 minutes. And I speak only English language. There are many new and old. There are many new and old audience in front of me, but I don't shy to see them. I make a lot of mistakes, but only I speak English to English. There is no any kind of my mother tongue, my mother language. Okay. And from first to last, I speak in English in front of the new audience and old audience. And this is how I think that I am improving step by step. Okay. And if you want to make, and if you want to take your level into the B2 or next level, that means C, that means advanced level, then you have to increase your communication skills with others. This is a big factor for you. And you have to remove your shy. Okay. Thank you very much for
All
this
right, that's
question.
great. Well done, well done. So you have break through all the obstacles part in your life, and those who listening us, watching us, please bear in your mind that Mr. Raju, the beginner to intermediate level achiever, he said that shyness is one of the big obstacles also. So we're gonna know about that also, the struggling part. Mr. Raju, please tell us. Every learner faces obstacles. You already been addressed that. So I'm also curious to know about that. What is the hardest part of English for you? Was the pronunciation, listening, or just feeling shy or feel obsessed by surrounding people's negative comments? And how did you overcome it? Like you said, you don't care, you're ignoring them. But many of listener who is learning, a beginner, they have facing the same problem. What would be the best advice to the beginners, learners, please?
Okay, thank you very much for these questions. And your every question is very unique today to
Thank
me.
you.
And I think every kind of challenge is difficult, is hard, but not impossible. Pronunciation, listening, okay, every kind of challenge is very difficult, but not impossible. We have to remember it, okay? And you know, and a learner is not strong for every part of English. If you are strong in pronunciation, then you must be weak to listen. Okay. If you are strong in pronunciation and you are weak in listening, then you have to focus on listening. Okay. This is how you can improve. And what can you do for listening? There are different kinds of techniques you can follow, and you can take help from online platform. Okay, I can say this because I learn everything about English language from online platform by myself. Okay, so there are many kinds of techniques, there are many kinds of rules you will get from online platform, like shadowing. Okay, and if you want to clear your pronunciation, then you can follow different kinds of pages, different kinds of channels. There are huge opportunities are waiting for you. Just you have to follow them, and they will guide you. It is very easy. Okay. And you know, there will be a lot of haters in our society, a lot of disbelievers. They always try to break down your confidence. Don't focus on them. Just you have to go your way, and you will find your way automatically. Okay. And then the haters will impress you, and then the haters will appreciate you one day, and then you will be tell you that, oh, I was right and they were wrong. In the society you will get many kinds of haters, many kinds of obstacles, many kinds of disbelievers. They will always disturb you, insult you. Okay, but don't focus too much to them. You have to go on your way. This is the positive strategy. And if you follow this kind of way, then you will get confidence and you will be able to go your destination. Okay.
That's
Thank
great.
you
Well
very
done.
much.
Well done. Learners, this is excellent advice and answer that we had that from Mr. Raju said that there is a will and there is a way. No matter how hard, no matter how obstacles in front of you, you shouldn't have to think. All right. So negative people always surrounding us. We have to know how to deal with negativity and negative situation, negative people. Then only we achieve our success. All right, our goals. So let's move into the next questions, Mr. Raju. I'm so curious and I'm being impressive to seeing you that you are you said you are a school teacher, high school teacher, and I believe you are above 40 years old, if I'm not mistaken. So what is your actual age, if I may ask?
Yeah, you are right. I am over 40 years old. That means right now I am 43
43,
plus.
43 plus. Let's say 43
Yeah.
to 44. So at the age of 44, you thinking you should know how to speak English. That means you are work on your communication skills. Why do you think at the age of 44 that you should upgrade yourself? What is the behind encouragement?
Okay. Very interesting question. Okay. Um, I want to tell you before starting the answer of this question. I read a proverb that I don't know you read it or not. I read a story, and the author of the story has written a sentence that size don't matter and age don't matter. If you are strong in mentally, then size, age, time, they don't matter.
Doesn't
They
matter. Yeah.
don't create any obstacle to you. Okay. And I think you have got the answer.
Oh yeah. So this is also a personal skill development mindset. You have that one of the quotes of the writers saying that size, age, time is really doesn't matter if you have clear
Mm,
goal, clear visions in your life.
mm.
So if I may ask Mr. Raju, what is the visions of your life next 3 years? You have done so well already. Where do you see yourself in 3 years' time? Do you want to be a trainer, work in an international company, or work in a college? Since you are a school teacher at the moment, you want to carry on your teaching job, or what is your future goals in terms of that English spoken?
Thank you very much. Actually, there are massive problems in our country. The students don't get a proper teacher to learn English, to speak English. A big gap between the teacher and the students. Okay. You will be surprised to know that if I absent in my school for a single day, then the authority has got a big trouble.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Big trouble because who will take my class? This is a big problem for them. So just think, can you imagine there is no any
Alternate.
appropriate, suitable teacher, alternative. There is no supplement, there is no alternative, there is no replacement for a teacher. And I think this type of problems, not only for our institution, for our school, it is a problem all over the country, entire our country, of every kind of institution, every kind of college schools. Okay. And that's why the students are helpless to see this type of problems, to see this type of crisis. So I have a plan that I will stay in my locality. Okay. And as far as I can, I will help the students
Great.
because I know the demand of English. I know the necessary of English. Without English, you cannot decorate, you cannot arrange your career properly, perfectly.
Great. Well done.
Okay, so this was a very good question for me, and I am very happy, I am very glad, and I am very excited to inform you about my goal, about my destination, about my target.
That's great. Well done, dear viewers. Excellent. That is called champion mindset. Mr. Raju not only think himself to be upgrade, he is thinking to his community, society, in fact, entire country called Bangladesh. He is saying that lack of English teacher in entire institution. So he would love to be serve the community, society, and institute. He become a great English teacher in future. That is his goals. That is called champion mindset. Consistency. All right. That consistency champion mindset will lead you to be champion. Thank you so very much. Mr. Raju, I am really glad and pleased to have you today. And I hope in future we shall carry on together with another episode, with another topics, so then our learners will get motivated and learn something new from us. Thank you so very much. Before you go, any advice would you like to give to the learners?
Okay, thank you very much to give me a chance once again. There is a sentence to the learners that I am not a good English speaker, I am not a fluent English speaker. I can say it frequently again and again, more and more, but I have confidence that I will be able to become a good English learner one day. So you can be like me. You can also learn English. You can also speak in English. Just you have to do one thing, that never give up. If you give up, you don't have any option to fail. This is why this type of proverb, and you need to get interest, you need to take challenge, to decorate yourself, to establish your career. If you want to establish your career, if you want to improve your career, if you want to do something for your country, for your family, for your society, must you have to learn English. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yes, English is very important language to communicate to the world. As I always say, there is no dollars, there is no pounds without English. So English spoken is must mandatory to our daily life in this digital era. So no matter how difficult it is to learn speaking English, we all have to know how to speak English. That's the main focus right now because of that digitalization's era. Thank you so very much, dear viewers. If you want to grow yourself, if you want to learn how to speak English, if you want to be motivated, if you want to learn new sentences, new phrase, new word, please hit the subscribe button to Ahmed Kawsar AK Podcast. Will help you to grow, and we shall learn and gain knowledge together. Thank you so much. We shall see you again with another topics, with another special expertise. Till then, keep well.
Thank you very
God
much.
bless us. You're welcome.
Stay well. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye bye.